Kia ora, g'day, welcome back once again, here with part 3 of my reaction to the Limit and Beyond, whereby we're following the Portsmouth Guard Command Field Gun Crew, or Portsmouth Command Field Gun Crew, I think it is. Apologies if I stuffed that up. But anyway, let's jump back in. Gladiators getting ready to go out into a coliseum or something, getting ready for battle. Holy heck, what the production put on here. I think I had a couple of people comment on one of my other reactions saying that they used to watch this on the telly. So, man, what an event. What a spectacle this seems to be.
Each team runs 16 times. Each run is in 3 sections, a run out and back over a chasm into which neither man nor equipment must fall, and a run home to bring the gun round to its original position. Portsmouth's first run is against Fleet Air Arm. For the
It would have been good to see a wider angle view of the other team that they're competing against. But man, very little margin for error, and just being under the lights and the crowd that looks like it's there, including, not to mention, the royal family or royal family members. Far out. They'll be feeling, I wonder what the nerves and stuff are like for them, or wonder how they felt, or maybe they just hammered it that many times that they didn't have any
Actually,
notice.
undemonstrative trainer, it's a smiling start. Portsmouth get 2 points for a win. Portsmouth sustain their early form. But between races, they live up in the eaves of Earl's Court like a colony of bats. Distractions, even new aspirations, are essential.
Doesn't seem like there's much between them in terms of looking at those two teams and when they pulled up.
Gentlemen, the battery check this evening is Miss World. I would like you to give 3 cheers to the most beautiful woman in the world. Hip hip! Hip hip!
As Miss World returns to another planet, Portsmouth may console themselves that they're right on course for glory. They've dropped Fleet Air Arm and are holding Devonport, the title holders. These, of course, are frequently the reflections of men on the threshold of a fall. In rehearsal, they did it perfectly, no fewer than 600 times. They did it so often, they could hurl up the 400-weight pyramid of spar and sheer legs in their sleep. Now, at a critical moment against Devonport, one small mistake in timing, and the whole edifice collapses. As Portsmouth still fumble against the disgrace of disqualification, Devonport find themselves without a race. The sequel sounds more like a court-martial than an inquest.
At the moment, it's an absolute bloody disaster. I'm ashamed.
What? Bloody disastrous. I'm ashamed. Holy heck. Hey, it's competition, man. The margins for error are small. Not that I've ever done anything like that, but from what I'm looking at, there's not a lot of margin for error, and could have happened to anyone at any time.
It is disgusting. So I shall see the producer. It won't happen tomorrow morning, but from there on, we will start at 5:30 in the morning, and we will do some more practice. Right? Right, carry on, please. Yes, please. Right, is the message clear, gentlemen? That was disastrous. Awful. That's 2 runs on the trot, and there is no excuse at all for that sort of field gunning. It's bloody awful. I have never seen field gunning to come against that in my 2 years of battery commander. Disgusting. There's no excuse for it at all.
So I can't help but smile and laugh at the way that this guy's speaking, the field gun commander, I'm guessing. Do the officers, these that have been in these positions in charge of the field gunners, have they ever not necessarily participated in the competition, but have they gone through the process to try to, I don't know what it is, to be a field gunner? Do they have to? Maybe they don't have to. Maybe they're just calling the shots from their tower. But it'd be interesting to know. I wonder if they do. I'm genuinely interested if the officers have to go through the process and have to fill those positions to get an understanding of what it's like and the work that these men are doing. It's just awful.
It was a disaster this afternoon, it was a disaster this evening. So, I shall get an early morning practice period, and we'll get in there and we'll get it right. Right, message passed. Okay?
And how do you feel about having to train at 5:30 in the morning?
Make us worse.
How do you mean no?
Make us worse. We have a long enough day anyway. It's now 9:30, and I've got to have a bath and shower yet. Some of the lads are gone. We started turning us into robots already. And the environment we're in now is bad enough.
When you say no, are you saying you won't train at 5:30 in the morning?
If I'm told to train at 5:30 in the morning, we'll be there at 5:30 in the morning. But the 3 first trainers, if we get together, we will say no, and I think the BC will listen to us, and because if we start training that early in the morning, there's going to be accidents, and we won't have anything at all, except my B crew, which is the best B crew up here.
How do you feel now, at this stage, for the overall result?
I would say disappointed, but looking forward to the future.
Yeah. You reckon you're going to win?
It's going to be hard, but with the way they're working now, it'll be all right.
In a brief and scarcely impressive career as a Royal Navy National Serviceman, I at least had time to learn that what happens here at Earl's Court is of monumental importance throughout the British fleets. For Celtic v Rangers, or England against Australia, read Devonport versus Portsmouth. The Navy's game is as traditional as that.
It looked like they were well ahead in that one. I think Portsmouth, if I was looking at that.
Also, as unpredictable, this run of Portsmouth borders on perfection.
And down comes the girl.
I wonder if is it all just for time, whoever finishes first, or are there penalties for, I don't know, things that aren't done properly over the course or over the obstacles that they do? Be interesting. Was it just for time? Well, not just for time. Obviously, the gun, I'm assuming, still has to fire, which is what they're doing at the end. But yeah, hopefully people understand.
Oh, that's the way it's got to be. Tremendous.
I wonder if they were up at 5:30 getting that training, and after the commander was just got embarrassed and said it was all awful.
I thought we were going to break the record and everything tonight, but we took the 2 points out, and that's the main thing. But you can feel it when we walked in that blue light. You can't explain it. You got to be in amongst the 18.
Yeah, but when you can't explain it.
You can't
Try to explain it.
When the lads,
when you walked in there, try to explain what you thought about it.
When the blue light comes on, and you march in, you take that first step forward, and every movement, every foot, every movement, every hair, and everybody has got the same movement. Every breath, everybody knows exactly what everybody else is going to do. That is when you've really clicked and the boys really put it together. And when you're marching up that straight, you don't give a damn about the crowd or the other crew on the other side. You know you're going to beat them because the arms are swinging in time, the feet are hitting the deck at the same time, your head's up, and you know there's a big lump in the middle of your throat saying the 18 of yous are one. That's what we all felt tonight. I could feel it.
What's that? Is that the boys? Is that the cats? What is it? Alright. Oh, I missed it.
Got no problem, is it? No problem. 2 runs left, no problem now. Back it. Back to lot. I splintered them now, they're going to have to go flat out now against us.
Hopefully those aren't the famous last words.
Split them. It's been bloody hard this year. Too hard.
Oh, good evening, sir. This is the field gun battery officer Earl's Court. I have the signal. First paragraph, Alpha, 22 July.
First by telephone from Earl's Court, then by teleprinter from the Admiralty, the results are instantly propagated to Navy men across the world. Tonight's headlines, Pompey.
Good, Pompey!
For some, the victory celebrations for Portsmouth have begun long before the final race. But for others, there is the tension of reality. With the final run to come, Portsmouth lead by 2 points. But, should they lose, Devonport as defending champions retain the trophy.
I don't think any penalties.
Just said 5 months for 1 run.
Yeah.
And once that blue light comes on, that's it.
And so a full year of trials, selection, hardening, instruction and merciless rehearsal is balanced on this final run. Portsmouth start well, but you'll recall the dreaded chasm into which neither man nor metal must fall. Watch carefully. In the split second it takes to fall off a rope, 2 Portsmouth men plunge into the chasm. For Chief Petty Officer Derek Cousins, a year's work ends with a long walk of defeat. It's the same walk that men have known at Wembley and Lord's and in the huge Olympic stadiums. The walk that is as great a test of character as running field guns.
Would have been good to see the whole event run through and then, I don't know, see how far behind they may have ended up. For me anyway, not having seen it, it sort of paused it at the part where the chasm where a couple of Portsmouth guys fell into it apparently, but yeah. I wonder who holds the most titles between, is it Devonport and Portsmouth? And sorry, I don't know if there was a third team that was involved in it, but it seems like, from what I've heard and seen in the comments, it seems like Portsmouth and Devonport were the 2 main ones. Maybe I wonder who holds the most titles out of those 2 over the years.
Not a bit slow. When you get caught walking on the ground,
reasons for this is that when a horse comes to the races,
listen, Doctor,
the racing thing.
So I was saying, when old mate was being all jolly and cheerful, saying hopefully that wasn't famous last words. Looks like it was. Celebrating time.
Hey?
Anything happened to the O's?
All sorts of things. All we had to do was a normal drill with a crucified.
No good with a 27 penalty.
Oh, yeah. 53.
How the hell did he go in? How can he go in from that sort of position? You just can't, number one. You should have got rid of that at the beginning of the season. Listen, come to me up. Come up, bastard.
Hey, settle down.
3 months and he can't do it.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Lads would be carrying that hurt for a long time. Until, I suppose, at this time when they were doing it, until the following year, if they're still there and able to compete the following year. Man.
Eric Cousins is now with the NATO fleet. Peter Scott and his field gunners will appear nightly at Earl's Court from next Saturday, when they finished reenacting great naval engagements on the Serpentine. This was a tribute, not an advertisement.
Oh, well, I'm going to pause that there. I'm surprised they're not whacking each other with the oars instead. I wonder if Devonport and Portsmouth share a few ales after the fierce rivalry and competition, or I wonder if they used to. Maybe it's best not to. They might have ended in blinking a punch-up instead. But, yeah, thanks again to the person who sent through. Sorry, I never captured the your handle, who asked me to do a reaction to this. I've enjoyed it. Man, nothing but respect for these men and the work that they put in, the commitment that they show, and the efforts that they, I suppose, put into trying to make these teams, the A and B team, and then to go out there and do the job under the bright lights. Definitely does not look easy. They definitely, it's one of those things I suppose you have to really want to be a part of and do. The injuries, the risks. I think one of the comments in one of the videos, one of the other reactions that I did, health and safety would be having a heart attack looking at all of this stuff. But yeah, an incredible tradition and history, and founded on, the pioneers, or I suppose the bones, the example of those that during, I think it was the Boer War, where this stuff, where, the field gunners took to the land and crossed. What did they say at the start in one of the first reactions or first part of the video? That, over terrain that would have stopped the bulldozer, and those men paving the way, laying the foundation for the effort and work that they put in. And then for it to be commemorated and remembered this way, pretty awesome. Anyway, if you made it this far, thank you very much for your time. Thank you for the suggestions and recommendations for different reactions. I really do appreciate it. And as always, that being said, the message is the same. Regardless of your challenges, difficulties, trials, whatever those may be, I'll just encourage you to keep turning up, keep staying in the fight, put one foot in front of the other, and just take one day at a time. Things will get better. The sun will shine again. There is a light at the end of that tunnel. I promise you that, as long as you want it as well, and are prepared to put in the work, prepared to sacrifice if you need to, prepared to be patient and disciplined, and when required, suffer and be in that miserable place, because it can be lonely and it can be extremely hard. Reach out for help if you need to, and just keep fighting. That's what I'll say. As always, go always a little further. Remember, who dares wins and who cares wins. And until the next video, there's a big mana wave coming from me to you, filled with my aroha, respect, appreciation, and gratitude for you all.